Hey, what's going on, good friends? This is Godfather from Team Time Raiders, and I know I have been absent for a while. I just had other stuff to do, and I've had school, and I had some stuff to take care of, but now I am back again, and today I am bringing you, finally, after some time, my updated Dark Magician deck profile. If you saw my previous profile, I really liked how the deck run, but I recorded it back in October before Eternal Soul came out, so now I played a lot, and after testing it a lot, I bring to you my updated profile. Again, there's a lot of Dark Magician deck profiles out there. This is my build. I really like how it runs, and I just want to share it with you. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. We really appreciate it, and hope this video helps you get some ideas if you want to run Dark Magician. So without further ado, let's go to the deck. So for monsters, again we play our 3 Dark Magician. He's your main guy in the deck because with a 3 you cannot make any combos with new spells and traps, so we play him at 3. Next I play 2 Magician of Dark Illusion. I've seen some people run 3. I personally run 2, and it's pretty good at 2 because 3 sometimes is too cloggy for me. Basically, if you don't know what he does, if he's in your hand and you activate a spell or trap during your opponent's turn, you can special summon him from your hand. And then if he's in the field, if you activate an effect, spell or trap, you can special summon a Dark Magician from your graveyard. So a good combo is if you have Dark Magic Circle on the field and you have him on the field, if Dark Magic Circle is activated and you have a Dark Magician in your graveyard, you can just special summon it. So 2 of him. Then I play 3 Magician's Rod. This is basically your searcher of the deck. We need our spell or traps, so normal summon and search for a spell or trap. Also, if they kill it by battle during your opponent's turn, in the end phase, if you activate a trap card like Eternal Soul or Magician's Navigation, you can attribute a spellcaster type monster on the field to salvage this card and bring it to your hand. So usually what I would do is, if I have these 2 on the field, and I have this in graveyard because it was destroyed by battle, after I activate navigation and I special summon this and this, I would activate his effect if I need another spell or trap, tribute Dark Magician, bring this back, and if I have something else on the field, when I summon this and activate circle, I would just recycle. Because of his effect, I would bring Dark Magician to the field, so it would just basically wouldn't cost me anything. So that's a really cool combo that I do. Alright, so 3 Rod for the search. Next, for my grade 4s, I play 2 Choco Magician Girl. Again, there's a lot of variations, but I love this card. She's just so trolly, and she has saved me so many times. Great for consistency. You discard a card and you draw a card. And second of all, if your opponent attacks her, she's like the main of Blue Eyes for magicians. You can special summon Spellcaster type monster from your graveyard to the field, and then your opponent's monster attack is halved. And she doesn't target, and your opponent has to attack that monster that was special summoned. So if I were to have a Dark Magician on the graveyard, I would special summon this, then my opponent would be forced to attack him with his attack halved, and then you can do some burn damage. And if you have the spell card Dark Magic Circle, again, if you special summon Dark Magician, Dark Magic Circle will go off and you get to banish something. So 2 Chocos. Then I take in 1 Summoner Monk. Again, I've seen people run 2. I personally run 1. I run 1 in my last deck profile, and I still keep it at 1. Pretty much just because of those rank 4 plays, and also I run the field spell Secret Village of Spellcasters. So sometimes when I have nothing to summon because of the spells and trap that activate during your opponent's turn, I would just put him on board just so he's a spellcaster to prevent my opponent from activating spells. And then I take in 1 Kycoo, the Ghost Destroyer. Oh my god, this is an awesome card. He's amazing in this format just because every time he deals attack damage, you can banish 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard. So you can banish like the Blue Eyes thing, like you can banish a lot of like effects that activate in the graveyard and then just like make your opponent mad. And you can special summon him easily with Magician's Navigation. If you special summon like a Dark Magician, because he's a level 4 and a dark, you can easily special summon him just for those trolley plays, and he's awesome. Alright, now for the attack monsters, hand traps I play again, 2 Maxx Cs, it's at 2, we leave it at 2. This format is a lot of special summoning and we need to get to our spells and traps and our combos, so Maxx C works great just for draw power. And then I take in 2 Radians, the multidimensional Kaiju. In my previous deck profile, I ran Gameciel as my 2 Kaijus, but then I ran into something that upset me. So one time I was facing a Blue Eyes deck and I gave them Gameciel, right? But because it's a level 8, I made the mistake and they were able to overlay into a rank 8 and that screwed me over. So I switched over to Radian. First of all, it's a dark monster, so I could use it with Allure of Darkness if I don't have anything, because you need your magicians in your hand to do your combos, so you can banish him if there's nothing else. Second of all, he's a level 7, so if you're playing against level 8 decks, you know, like Blue Eyes or whatever, you could just give them this monster and they can't do rank 8 plays. And because he's 28, I mean, he's easily targetable, so you can just remove him from the field, like banish it with like Ebon or like your Dark Magic Circle or whatever, and then you just get rid of him easily. So yeah, Radian in this deck is better than Gameciel. I switched that. Alright, so now we're moving on to the spells. So for spells, again, we have to play our 3 Dark Magical Circle. Circle, if you don't know what it does, when you first activate it, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, you select 1 Vanilla Dark Magician or 1 Dark Magician spell or trap. It can be another circle and add it to your hand. And then after that, you rearrange the order of the remaining 2 cards. So pretty good, you know, again, the combos. Also, when your Dark Magician is normal special summon, once per turn you can banish 1 card in your opponent's field. So again, it's really good for those plays, you know, it goes really good, as I said, with Magician of Dark Illusion. When you use from the field and this activates, you get a special summon of Dark Magician from your graveyard for free, and then you just keep going. So, 3 Dark Magic Circle. Then for the quick plays, I play 1 Illusion Magic. Pretty straightforward. Mostly I would tribute Rod to search 2 Dark Magicians. First of all, to thin out the deck, and second of all, to do combos with Navigation or Eternal Soul. And next, I play this new card that came out in Yugi's Structure deck called Dark Magic Inheritance. And it's an awesome card just because it's an extra searcher, guys. So the only thing we have to do is banish 2 spell cards from your graveyard to search for a Dark Magician spell trap. So it's like a 4th Magician's Rod, and it's awesome because you literally can do Rod, search for 1 card, and if you have 2 spell cards in your graveyard, you can banish those 2 spell cards and search for something else for your combos. It's a quick play, so it's awesome. Alright, next I take in the 1 Dark Magic attack. I have 1 just because I put Eternal Soul now that's out, and so sometimes I would like search it just to make my deck thinner, and if I have a Dark Magician board, I could just like, okay, cool, activate Destroyer back row. And so, yeah. Next, I play still my Allure of Darkness. It's at 3, but I currently like it at 2. It's been working really good for me, so I'm just gonna leave it at 2. Basically, draw 2 cards and banish a dark monster. And again, this works with Radian. If I need my Magicians in my hand or whatever, if I have a combo, I would just banish Radian. Next, I play 2 Pot of Duality. Before I played 3. Sometimes I would, when I played 3, I noticed that I would just reveal another Pot of Duality and it would clock me a little. So cutting down to 2 is really good right now, especially because we have Dark Magic Inheritance. So pretty much just to get your cards from your deck, and then looking for what you want. And this deck doesn't special summon the first turn. You want special summon mostly during the end phase of your opponent's end phase. So Pot of Duality is good. I personally don't run Pot of Desires. I don't like it. You know, there's a lot of different variations, but for me, I stick with my Pot of Duality. Next, I play this awesome trolley card, Secret Village of the Spellcasters. This is awesome. So if you're not going against a Spellcaster type deck, this is awesome because if you control a Spellcaster and your opponent does not, your opponent cannot play spell cards. So literally, you protect your Eternal Soul, you protect, you know, your back row, your circle. With this is is fantastic card. So I would usually just summon the Spellcaster, then activate this, and then my opponent can't play spell cards. I mean, I've gone against Raid Raptors, against Cosmos. You just play this, and they just Raid Raptors can't activate rank up magic. Cosmos can't activate Cosmo Town, emergency teleport, and all that, and just block them. And then we play the one Terraforming to search for our field spell. So yeah, Village of Spellcasters. And lastly, for the spells, I play the 2-Twin Twister. Pretty straightforward, destroy back row. And now that we play Eternal Soul, we could easily ditch a Dark Magician to Graveyard, so we can special summon with Eternal Soul and destroy those 2 cards. Alright, for the traps, as I said, now that it's out, I play the 3 Eternal Soul. This card is amazing. So your Dark Magicians aren't affected by card effects, and then once per turn during the player's turn, you can add 1,000 knives or a dark magic attack from your deck to your hand. That's why I play the 1 dark magic attack, because if I activate it during the end phase of my opponent and I don't have a dark magician in hand, I would just search for dark magic attack to thin out the deck and just draw to what I need. Also, you can special summon a Dark Magician from your graveyard or hand, so that's really good. Now that we discard Dark Magician, if it's in the graveyard, we can just keep special summoning it and combo it with Circle. It's just crazy combos. The downside to this card is when it's removed from the field, so like when your opponent makes a Castel and removes it, or MSTs, all your monsters are destroyed. But that's why we use our navigations. We use triple navigation now, mainly to protect Eternal Soul. We also protect it with the field spell, and pretty much I would activate it in the end phase so I can get my special summons. And so in my drop phase and the standby phase, it's in my graveyard, so I could use its second effect. So if you don't know what this does, it special summons a Dark Magician from your hand and level 7 or lower dark monster from your deck. So usually I special summon Dark Magician and either Magician the Dark Illusion or Kycoo the Ghost Destroyer to just do shenanigans. And then I always most of the times I activate it in the end phase, just in the next turn I can use its effect. If I get like a random spell or trap, I can just banish it. It kind of works like Breakthrough Skill. You banish it from your graveyard, except during the damage step. You banish it from your graveyard, except during damage calculation, yeah. You banish from your graveyard and you negate a spell or trap your opponent controls. So, I mean, except counter traps, because those have priority. But anyways, pretty awesome card. And then with Eternal Soul, if they try to destroy Eternal Soul, we have protection. Alright. Lastly, for the traps, I play the 2 strikes and 1 warning. Pretty straightforward. I mean, you gotta negate effects in this format, and warning and summons, so these negate inherent summons and this negates every summon, and it works pretty well. So yeah, 3 of the Solemns. Alright, now we're moving on to the extra deck. So first, for the rank 7s, we play 2 Ebon Illusion Magician. He's the MVP of the deck, I think, and I make him most of the time. Pretty much 2 level 7 monsters. You detach 1 over the unit, and you can special summon a Dark Magician from your deck or your hand. We usually do the combos. If Circle is on the field, Dark Magician gets special summoned, and then Circle goes off. But when you attack with that vanilla Dark Magician and he's on the field, he stops the battle, and you can banish 1 card your opponent controls, and then there's replay. So I would do just those shenanigan moves and just, mostly go for game with him. Then I tech in 1 Ebon High Magician. He's pretty good on the defensive side, I mean, because he's 28, and if he has XYZ materials, you can activate a spell or trap in your hand. So let's say if I just want to be safe, sometimes I've had a Solemn Strike in hand and I've just been sitting there in defense just because I'm scared of like destruction, MST or Twin Twister or whatever. So when my opponent does something, I would just activate a Solemn Strike from the hand, and that's pretty awesome. And then If this card is destroyed by battle by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one dark spellcaster type monster from your hand or deck, so we have a lot of targets, and then destroy one card of the field. So he definitely gives a good defense. Next, for the other rank 7s, I take in one Draco, pretty straightforward. Tokens to destroy, you know, stuff, back row, monsters. I take in one big eye just to take control of the opponent's monsters that can be targeted. One Master of Blades just because it's cool that, you know, negate the targeting to himself, so it's cool. One Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, just because it reminds me that Yugi used to play Gaia all the time, so why not play Gaia? And he does piercing damage. And one Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, just because of Born damage. Usually I would attack with an Ebon and 2 Dark Magicians for 75, then make him, and then anything that your opponent activates, it's game. Next, for rank 4s, I play one Daigusto Emeral. Again, if I have Circle, mainly to special summon a Dark Magician from graveyard, or a mini Pot of Avarice, recycle 3 monsters and draw a card. I play one Castel to return face-up cards to the deck. I play one Dark Rebellion to get over big numbers and big monsters. One Abyss Dweller to negate graveyard effects. And one Utopia to go into the Lightning just to get over Cyber Dragon Infinity and just attack with big number 5,000 without your opponent being able to activate anything. Lastly, I play one F0 just because stuff that can't be targeted, I just take control of it by attacking with him. We run a lot of rank 7s and a lot of rank 4s, so we can make him easily and just, you know, attack them with their own monster. And that's it for the deck, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience. I've been working really hard in this deck. I really like how it runs right now. I hope you like it. I appreciate all the support, and I want to thank you so much for your support, for watching this video. I hope it was entertaining to you. I hope you can like see some combos, and please, if you haven't subscribed yet, we really appreciate it. This deck has been working really well, has done really good against, you know, Cosmos, the meta, and it's just really fun to play. So ABCs, and I just can't wait to you know, to keep exploring and stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day.